And we are back on this wonderful morning of Monday. And welcome again. Welcome again, we are everyone back who are here. This wonderful and there is morning. There is a feedback that was coming in. So, okay. So, if you can hear me, if you can see me clearly, just quickly give me a thumbs up. Fantastic. Just a moment. Oh, yes. Perfect. So, once again, welcome back to this wonderful morning. Today, we are going to actually take a step forward in terms of understanding where are we going when we talk of success. Because success is dependent on our actions. Actions are dependent on our thoughts. Thoughts are dependent on our emotions. And emotions are varied. All the time, we are going through a myriad of emotions. The emotions that we have decide what kind of thoughts we are going to have. So let us look at fundamentally. There are only two emotions which drive actions. Okay. So what are those two emotions? Either there is an emotion of fear or there is an emotion of pleasure. People take action only because of two reasons. You will take action only because of two reasons. What are those two reasons? Either because you are fearful of certain X thing not happening in your life. So you will take action. That is why people take action. So why your customers will take action and come back to you is exactly because if they don't have your services, they will lose out on something really crucial, right? The cost is much higher than the price that they are paying, right? That is the emotion of fear. Getting that? The second emotion is that of pleasure. You also spend money because you want to like have some pleasure. You want to eat an ice cream, you want to go out, have watch a movie, you go out like the Superman has got released. So how many of you have actually seen that? I don't know. I haven't so far. But the point is that the the pleasure potency also makes people to spend money, right? And take action. So when we are talking of fear, what are those three things that create fear or suffering? Let's put it this way. There are three things that create suffering. And what are those things? So let me put it on the screen. Are you so clear so far? Very quickly, let me put this on the screen. Where is the screen gone? So let's put it this way. So what are you fearful of? Who would like to share? What are you fearful of? Give one thing. Shilpa, Tushar, anyone?
Good morning, sir.
Good
Sir,
morning.
managing the finance cycle of a business
Managing the
is
finance cycle of the business. So what does that amount to is, if you can see the screen, let's put this out here. Give me a quick thumbs up if you can see the screen. Can you?
Yes,
Right?
it's visible. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. So there are three things that create suffering. Number one is loss, fear of losing out. It could be in business, it could be in finances, it could be in relationships, it could be in anything that people measure. That create suffering. Okay. Yes, Shilpa, would you like to share? What could be another thing? Very quickly.
Attachment.
Attachment, yeah. The more you are attached, the more suffering it's likely to create. Correct. So it's actually from Bhagavad Gita
Mm.
that we need to have 0% attachment and 100% commitment. So the commitment, sorry, this is what we require to have. I will move this part right now. Attachment. When we are attached to something, it creates suffering, right? So, what is one more thing? It is like something is less. Let's say you bought a particular share, you bought a particular stock, and it did not increase as much as the market increased today. You are getting less. That fear creates suffering. And it is all mental right now. There is no physical suffering, but that's where people start to suffer, a lot, right? So the fear of less or the fear of never, maybe, your profits will not come back until unless you do this, or sales will not come back until unless you be a part of this activity, right? So that fear creates suffering, or the never that creates suffering. Now, in order to end the suffering, there are three actions or three things that we need to take or we need to improve upon to end the suffering. So, what are those three things? Three things to, let me change the color, to end suffering and pain. Number one, we start to appreciate anything that you see, start to appreciate first. Or enjoy that. Start to get that enjoyment in whatever that you are doing or whatever that is happening around you. What is the second thing that you can do to end the suffering is to learn, or let's say grow. See, suffering is primarily an indication of ignorance. If you are ignorant about something, then you will suffer. So if you start to learn about how to end the suffering, you will grow. Is this making sense? And one more thing. It's actually many more, but this is actually the most important. Love. When you give, how many of you make donations or do charity? Or, it's like sometimes you feed some poor people or you give something to someone who is needy. When you give, the amount of pleasure that you get is amazing. So love, give, gratitude. Now you get that why we do the gratitude exercise every day morning? Do you get that? So when we have gratitude, it automatically enhances the positive energy, the positive emotions. And when those positive emotions are increased, what will happen? Your actions will change. The actions changing will make the results seem different. Your results will completely alter. So we have examples after examples. Like in the last 1 week, who would like to share what has happened when you changed your emotions, when you changed the way you feel, your actions change and your results also change. So who would like to share? Rajiv, Anand, Prabhu, are you there? If you can, just quickly. Yeah, you're on mute still. Just unmute. Let me give you a helping hand. Just no. You again went on mute. One sec.
Yeah.
So, would you like to share, like, when your emotions change, your actions change. When your actions change, your results also changed, right?
100%. 100%.
Perfect. So the question is, who is responsible for the results? भगवान जिम्मेदार हैं आपके रिजल्ट्स के लिए या आप जिम्मेदार हो? फिर आप ही जिम्मेदार हो। भगवान तो आपको प्रेरणा दे रहे हैं, भगवान तो आपको एनर्जी दे रहे हैं, भगवान तो आपको वो सामर्थ्य दे रहे हैं, भगवान आपको रिसोर्सेज दे रहे हैं, भगवान आपको वो सब कुछ दे रहे हैं जिसकी वजह से आप रिजल्ट्स प्रोड्यूस कर सकते हो। है ना? So the nature is providing you everything. Like this conversation also is happening in a closed room. So the point is, you have this opportunity to impact your life with the right results, with the right actions.
Yeah.
So therefore, the real question is, this is one part of our emotions and actions. What is the other part? So let me quickly take you a little on the side and share with you what controls and determines the quality of our lives. Like if you have a car and the car is just parked in, like, let's say you have a, amazing car. Let's say, what is your aspirational car? Anybody? Tushar, what's your aspirational car?
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Let's say you own a Lamborghini and it is parked in the garage. Is there any use of that Lamborghini? No use. It is just parked. You are driving probably a scooter or a Uber or whatever that is, right?
Or you have a fancy car, but your driver is driving. So what's the use of that?
Driver is driving, or maybe you are not even taking care of it. So our lives are much more precious, much more valuable than anything that you can think of. Could be Lamborghini for that matter, right? So the question is, what controls and determines the quality of our lives? Actually, it is let me make a triangle. These are three things basically that determine So I'm not an artist, but assume that this is a triangle. Is that okay? Everyone can assume that this is a triangle?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So now that we have a triangle in place, let me see if this can be okay. No. So what determines our quality of life is the state of our life, let's say, state of mind. If your state of mind is peaceful, then you will actually have the right thoughts, have the right actions, the right conversations, right? And you will get the right results. Has it happened with some of you, or like it happens actually? It has happened with me a couple of times that when I was asked a certain question, I remembered the right answer after some time, not immediately. उस वक्त वो पॉइंट याद नहीं आया, बाद में याद आया, अरे यार ये तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट आंसर था. So our state of mind needs to be absolutely connected with the moment right now. So the state of mind is actually dependent on three things, or the three patterns that create our emotions, our state of mind. So what are the three patterns? Now, this is the most important thing. If you learn this, believe you me, you will be 10 years ahead in your life. 10 years ahead of a lot of people, who do not know this. So let me change the color. Okay. So the first thing is your physiology. What is physiology? What do you do with your body? Rajiv Bhai talked about his health, Rajiv Anand, just last week. Why health? Because if your physiology is weak, if your physiology is not supporting you, if your body is not supporting you, what will happen to your state of mind? You will be suffering, right? Because emotions, let me write this down. Emotions are energy. Energy in motion. And where will this energy come from? Only when you use it properly, if you are using your body properly. If you are not using your body, what will happen? The emotions will be always sulking and like. So it includes your face. Body is not just about your muscles and your bones and your activity. It tells like people can tell you, like, can you tell, somebody looking at somebody's face, how are they feeling? Yes or no? You can make out that this person is feeling bad, like इससे थोड़ा दूर ही रहना चाहिए. Or this person is feeling amazing. This person is so jovial. This person is so much energetic. So your face also tells you about your physiology. What kind of a face you will have when you are interacting with your customers, with your family members, with your employees, tells them about your state of mind. Clear? Number one. So this is number one. So what would be over here? Here is, let's say, your, where did it go? Yeah. Here is your focus. What are you focusing upon? So whatever you are focusing upon will create a reality for you. Even though it is not a reality, it actually becomes a reality for you. So your focus, that means your interpretation, how you are interpreting or how you are focusing upon some things in life, right? So whatever you are going to, like, it is coming from your past, it is coming from your learnings of the past. Whatever you are focusing on, let's say in the room that you are sitting in right now, very quickly, can you see certain gray objects very quickly? If yes, then just count them. The room where you are sitting upon, count the number of gray objects. Okay, stop. Just give me a quick number. Anyone?
4.
4. Okay, if I ask you how many green objects are there in your room? Or cream objects are there in your room? It is like, okay, but you asked Neeraj, what is what is the number of gray objects? It was never about green or cream. Where did you put your focus on? You saw the entire room, but you focused on looking for gray, not for green. So if you are focusing on that, what will happen? You will only find that what you are looking at. If you are focusing on problems, you will only find problems. If you are focusing on great things in life, you will find great things in life. Do you realize why we say don't read newspapers now? Because newspapers will give you the negativity of the world. Your mind will get focused in that direction. So your focus sets or comes from your belief or beliefs rather. It creates your beliefs, and from the beliefs comes the focus. So far, so clear? So now comes
Yes.
the third aspect. And the third aspect is whatever that you have focused on, whatever is the level of your psychology.
Individually direct मेरे पास नहीं है, but I'm working. There are very some nice people whom I know too, but they're not those masta chap. Yeah.
Ah. Okay. So, Rajiv, your mic was on. I just muted it. So, number three. And number three is a practical example of the language that you use and the meaning you create. The language that you use and the meaning you create of your conversations and the conversations that you are hearing right now or listening to right now will set your state of mind. So, thinking is nothing more than mentally asking and answering a series of questions. So, eliminating any habitual questions that do not serve you would be a great service to yourself. Asking the same question which is actually pulling you down, eliminate that in your life. So, if you want to change your life, here is the clincher. Pay attention to the words that you speak to yourself, to other people. Pay attention to the words you repeat to yourself, the way you speak to yourself. And there are certain words that can change the way you feel, completely alter the way your psychology, your state of mind is designed. And what are those kind of words? Like we tend to speak. The first thing that comes out of your mouth is anything anybody says, you say no. Or you say, I think you are mistaken. Nahi, nahi, aap galat keh rahe ho. I think you are wrong. I think you are lying. Like these are the kind of languages people speak to themselves. And what happens is their languaging, their meaning behind it changes. And it is a chain reaction because the person in front of you is also interpreting. He is also or she is also getting focused on certain keywords. So your keywords change the way the other person is feeling, and then it becomes a different conversation. So if you want to increase your business, if you want to create a great life, if you want to create a great quality of life, what do you need to do? You just need to focus on three and only these three things. Is this valuable? Please quickly share with me. Very quickly. Because when you repeat a phrase, when you
Neeraj, while
repeat,
this is valuable, I'll go back to your sorry, is there lag?
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. No, while we talk about the state of mind, I go back to suffering for a second. And from my learning and study of Zen Buddhism, I've seen that uh, the one and root cause of suffering, and I've experienced this practically in my life also, is our need to resist change. And even though we define it as these three things and then go on, but I find that very relevant. This that we are pulling out, which school of thought are we taking this from?
This is coming from Bhagavad Gita.
Okay,
This is coming from scriptures.
okay.
This is coming from. So let's put it this way.
Hmm.
There are various paths which are
Huh.
leading you to the
To the
same
same
destination.
ocean, exactly.
The same destination. The
Agreed.
point is, you want to create a successful life. You can take up any path. The point is, you if you change the paths too often, it won't lead you anywhere, right? From Pune to Mumbai, you can take an old highway, you can take the new highway, or you can take the missing link, or you can take some other road, right? You can come flying, you can come by train. There are many routes. But having come till, let's say, whatever point, like the Devlali or Dehu Road, then you decide, oh, I don't want to go to the main highway. I want to go to the old highway. Oh, no, no, no. Let me go to take the train. Let me take the flight. You are wasting your time, right? Just pick up one road, and any road will lead you to that point. Now, if you know that particular route has taken certain travelers earlier and given that destination, follow that route. Somebody tells you, oh, इस पहाड़ के उस पार है, ट्रैकिंग पे भी जा सकते हैं ना बॉम्बे. But can you afford to do the trekking? Like yesterday, we were talking about trekking. Some people went to Vikatgarh. And Vikatgarh is Matheran or someplace. Matheran is. And they did not go through the trek, the normal road. They went from the other side, from the back side, trying to climb up the mountain. And it was crazy. They came back alive, is the question. So the question is very simple. There are many routes, many approaches. This is an approach which is the most simplistic approach towards creating a successful life. So, would you like to take that? Great. If you would like to follow some other route, possible. Ultimately, they will come back to the same point. Clear? So, Buddhism is also a bona fide route, just to make it simple. It's just that one set of people follow that who resonates with that. If your focus lies over there, it goes back to the same triangle. If your focus lies over there, follow that route. Good for you. Yeah? Great. Fantastic. So now that we know this, right? One thing is very clear, that if you change your physiology, if you focus on your physical health, if you focus on your facial expression, being happy, right? And if you change that one little thing on your physiology and you change your focus on looking at the way you see the things, because this is one very, very important thing. If you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at change. Got it? If you change the way you look at things, I'll repeat this. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So you may have a very struggling business, or you may have a very snobbish business partner, or a very X type of life partner. And if you change the way you look at them, instead of struggling, say, okay, here is an interesting business that I am in. Here is an amazing, a partner that I have. It could be a business partner, life partner, spouse, whatever. The way you look at changes. The things that you look at, the people that you look at, they change. So if I, say that each one of you are actually world leaders, you are world leaders. Why? Because I look at you as world leaders. Does that make sense? Brilliant. So we have two minutes, I would like you to do a quick self introspection and write down 2 actions for each one of your pointers, the 3 pointers, the physiology, the focus, and the language meaning. So write down 2 pointers each, 2 minutes to go. Don't think too much. Just quickly start to open up your notebooks and start writing down, because this moment will not come back. आने वाला पल जाने वाला है. So I'll play some music.
If you could show that screen where you have shown that triangle.
Yeah, sure. Here is the triangle, and you can take a screenshot of it, or let me just quickly put the music on and yeah. Get on. What are the 2 things that you will change, you will start to refine in your life? Okay, start completing. Stop. Okay, very quickly, who would like to share? Yes, unmute and share quickly. Yes. Yes, Kushal, go ahead.
Sir, I have written 2 points.
Hmm.
First is I already started focusing on my physiology and health.
Hmm.
The second is saying on my business finance cycle differently. As you said, like अभी आपने कहा कि आप किसी चीज को अलग तरीके से देखोगे तो वो अपने आप चेंज होगी. तो I will try that actually and let's see.
Okay. What do you mean by trying?
I mean, I will see on my business on a different perspective that I feel it is going smoothly, it is going good, and uh, take some solid actions.
Yeah, don't call it good if it is struggling. Don't fool yourself. But you can say it. Yeah, I have a challenging problem at hand. I have an interesting problem at hand. So you are not saying that it is a big problem. You are saying it is an interesting challenge. So you are not calling it a problem. You are calling it a breakdown. And every breakdown has a breakthrough. A problem has a solution. And that solution will lead to another problem. But a breakthrough is like real breakthrough. It will not have another breakdown. So, so in our leadership work, what we do is one of the things that you can benefit from is whenever there is a problem, we don't call it a problem, we call it a breakdown. And most importantly, we celebrate the breakdown. We say, oh, so I have a breakdown. So when I will call up my teammate, I'll say, hang on, guys, like we have a breakdown now. We have a breakdown situation. So it is not a problem. It is not a negative energy. It's like, guys, we have a breakdown. So can we work on a breakthrough now? Getting this? Very good. Thank you so much. Yes, Rajiv Anandji. Unmute and share. Would you like to share quickly? Or Shilpa, just unmute and share quickly. We have only 2 or 3 minutes to. Yes, Shilpa.
For me, for physiology, it's very simple. Water and movement, language for language, self-reflection, and curiosity inbuilt into my approach. And for focus and belief, more positive thoughts and watch where the inflow of my information is coming from.
Hmm. Good. Thank you. Yes, Rajiv Anand.
Yeah, basically, as I told you about health, health is an ongoing process. And
Yeah.
yeah,
What about health? Focus on specific actions, sir. What are
yeah.
specific actions? What would you do for your health?
Action is basically meet the right doctor, go to the right hospital, take the right medicine, and more or less tell your brain every day that I'm fine, I'm getting better, I'm fine, I'm getting
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeding your body the right thoughts. That's fine,
Yeah,
Shilpa.
because
Yeah.
because 5 years back I had so many problems. Today I have none. Excepting that one problem in my spine, I have a problem in walking. But that also I'm very positive that in the next few months I'm working towards curing it with the help of my family members and with the help of the
Brilliant.
doctor.
Brilliant.
So,
Yes, Rajiv Khanna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Physiology में we had a great time, when there was this COVID happening, and we had regimentalized our life very nicely vis-a-vis some physical, the yogic practices and the spiritual classes. Then when that thing has got over, तो वो that aspect is it has come down. I think that regimentalizing it and including that in your daily routine, maybe that can be worked upon. That would be great for physiology as well as the positive mind frame. It will give a good push along with
Brilliant.
attending these sessions with you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. See, these sessions are the igniting force for taking the right set of actions. So now that you are focusing on taking the right set of actions, what is the logical next step is, and this is what we are going to be talking about tomorrow, is how to really make these actions happen and not just let them be in the book. So see you tomorrow morning, and when we meet up, we'll actually be putting these
Namaskar.
actions in place, which will impact the results that you are getting in your life. So all the best. Have a wonderful day ahead. God bless you, and have fun because
Sir, can I
it
have
is
an
just
extra
one life.
minute with you?
Yeah, sure, Rajiv. Go ahead.
Yeah. So today morning, I got engrossed with one gentleman.
So
So
just
that
to share, Rajiv, for everyone else, the meeting is complete. You are most welcome to remain here, but you can carry on with your lives in case it is required. So yes, Rajiv, go ahead.
So yeah, I wanted to tell you on a personal level that I did not mean to take our session like